Yeah, because remember when we have our vision, we have an overlap in our visual field, so we have depth perception, but because they have eyes on the side of their heads, they don't really have that.
They only see in 2 dimensions.
They only see in 2 dimensions, so it's very hard. So they can see things coming, and it's like peripheral vision. Think about it. It's all like, think about your periphery, so you know when something's coming at you, but you can't really tell what's there. That's sort of what they would see. So they were able to see you coming, but they might not be able to really focus on your face. Okay.
That's how I see it.
So that's why they use a lot of their olfactory. So olfactory bulbs are a larger percentage of their brain than ours is. Besides, we have a really bad sense of smell in terms of in the hierarchy of animals, our sense of smell sits very, very comfortably, somewhere very low to the bottom. Okay?
Unless you're pregnant.
Yeah. Well, no, but when I mean sense of smell, I mean in terms of being able to do what other animals do, which are like track things. We can't even track. Yes, it becomes very enhanced, but it's not, still are not able to track, like, oh, look, the pheromones of this person, let me track them to where they were killed. You can't do that, even if you're pregnant, okay?
So for final, they're not going to put the real brain on there.
Oh, absolutely. This?
Oh, they're going to put the real brain?
This?
Yeah.
That I'm dissecting right now? Why are we dissecting it if it's not going to be on the final?
No, I mean, like, are they going to have the actual brain, or they're going to
plastic brain or a real brain?
You're going to have both.
To dissect also?
Oh, gross. We're going to dissect it?
Well, not dissected, it'll be dissected already. Yeah, it'll have things in it. Yeah. All right, so this white stuff that's around the outside, this is the dura mater. Okay, the dura mater. This is the really thick one that covers your entire brain, basically.
That's the outer.
Okay, that's the outer layer of your meninges, and it's very, very thick. It's like almost like skin thick. Okay. It's extremely thick, okay, and it's very hard to remove. I'm going to remove it, and all of these structures, the pituitary gland is going to come off, and some of the structures around it, and I've tried for years to preserve it, it just doesn't work. So we're just going to take it right off. Everything but
eggshell.
Yep, everything but I'm going to try to keep the optic nerve, because we really, really want the optic nerve, okay? So we'll take everything else off. Ay, Maria. Okay, you can even see this is the infundibulum that connects. This is the infundibulum that connects to the No, actually, that's one of your nerves. Excuse me, I apologize. That's your abducens nerve. I'll show you that in just a second. So as soon as I get this off, which is not cooperating. Okay. This right here is the infundibulum right in the middle. Okay, the infundibulum right here, that's the stalk that holds your pituitary gland. Okay?
Turn it a little bit so we can
Right here.
Oh, I see.
Just broke off right there. Yep, that's the little stalk that holds your pituitary gland. Okay.
Is it that the blade is not sharp, or it's just that hard?
It's really hard, yeah, it's very, very thick. It's very hard to take off. Okay. And now, this is the longitudinal fissure right down the middle, yes? And then right separating the cerebrum from the cerebellum is something really, really hard. So if you have gloves on and you want to touch this, I'm going to give it to you. So if you want to touch it right here, that's what I just took off of there. It's no.
Nobody wants to touch it.
Okay.
We trust you.
Oh, wow.
That's called the tentorum cerebelli. The tentorum cerebelli separates. It's made out of the dura mater, which is like a connective tissue, but it's really, really thick.
This whole apparatus in my
Yes,
hand. this
right
part.
there. Yeah, it goes right there, and it's going to separate the cerebrum from the cerebellum. There's one that goes down the middle, but it's not as it's called the tentorum cerebrum, and then you're going to have other ones in other areas that are separating, but not like separating the cerebellum. That's not a huge one. Okay, it's not going to be as dominant as that one. Okay, so then here now you have your brain, yes? So you have your olfactory bulbs. Definitely want to make sure you know that, right? Olfactory bulbs. Okay. You have your optic chiasm, which is where it crisscrosses, and these are the optic nerves. So if it was over here, That's optic nerve. Okay?
Right.
And then this would be optic chiasm right down the middle. Okay? That would be chiasm. Right? Then this is the infundibulum right here. Remember I told you it's a little stalk that was holding it? That's it right there.
And that's holding the optic nerves in the.
No, the infundibulum is holding the pituitary gland.
Oh, right.
Pituitary gland. Okay? This right here, notice that's flat. This whole flat area right here, this is the midbrain. Okay? This is the pons.
Right.
First bump is the pons. The second one is the medulla oblongata. Pons, medulla oblongata. Okay? Pons and then medulla oblongata. You see that? Pons and the medulla oblongata, and this is your spinal cord. So this is midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata, and spinal cord. Absolutely. If it's here, midbrain. If it's here, pons. If it's here, medulla oblongata. If it's here, spinal cord. Got it? Good.
Spinal cord?
Spinal cord.
That's from Spanish.
Okay. And then in terms of the lobes, so you have your frontal lobe, right? Your parietal lobe, your occipital lobe, and then your temporal lobe. Are they probably going to denote it on here? Probably not, because that's more of a, we want to know it on human brain rather than on the sheep brain, but just, you know what? It's kind of the same,
Yep.
with the exception that our brain is